We already showed how you can filter messages using pfSQL. Now let's show how you can route them. We're going to use pfSQL as an age router, where we check the value of the age field on our user object. And if it's less than 18, we're going to route those messages to topic 1. If it's greater than or equal to 18 but less than 65, we're going to route them to topic 2. And if they're greater than 65, we'll route them to topic 3. And then eventually, different Pulsar Java clients will be able to consume only the messages that are relevant for the age group that they are to process. Here I have a Pulsar Java Client producer, and I'm going to produce 3 messages to my input topic to pfSQL. The first is a user object for Greg with age 26. Then there's Steffi with age 12 and John with age 68. With these ages, we should end up with 1 messages routing to each of our 3 output topics. Those topics, if I go over to the consumer, are called topic 1, topic 2, right here, and topic 3. And I'm going to start each of those 3 consumers here in the lower pane. No messages have gone through yet, and I'm not going to go ahead and produce these messages yet until I've started up pfSQL. So here in pfSQL, I'm ready to submit a new query. I'm going to go to New. We'll say Age Router. My description. And I'll choose my service account. I'm going to paste in my query. We use insert multi, and I say if the age is less than 18, we'll send the message over to topic 1. If it's greater than or equal to 18, but less than, we'll say 68 in this case, or 65, we'll say, depending on how you want to route your ages. It'll go over to topic 2. Otherwise, it will go into topic 3. I'm going to select all fields from my user object when I receive the message from the input topic. Let me go ahead and deploy this query, and then we'll head back to IntelliJ. Here back in IntelliJ, you can see that our consumer 1, consumer 2, and consumer 3 already has some data, even though I haven't produced my new messages. That's because by default, when a new pfSQL query is submitted, it uses the earliest as its start of its subscription for the input topic. Going back to the UI, I have my age router. The ID here ends in pkg. So if I go over to functions and I find that function that ends in pkg, this is the function that's running the pfSQL query. I can go ahead and click on it. You can look at various information about it, including some of the user config data. So this is our actual query. I'll see that the subscription position is earliest, meaning that when pfSQL starts up, it's going to start reading messages from the earliest position of the input topic. In a later video, I will show how to change this to the latest position, for instance. So it will only read messages that are written to the input topic after the pfSQL query has been submitted. Going back to IntelliJ, we want to produce our 3 new messages and make sure that they route correctly. If I go over to SN Producer here, it's already down here on the bottom. Let me go ahead and produce our 3 new messages. And we should see that Greg shows up in the second age group, that's here. Steffi shows up in the first age group. And then John shows up in the last age group.